This is Sarah and Posh Pete. He's my visitor today. Hello, everyone. I'm Posh Pete. Well, anyway, this is Posh Pete. And if you did our crochet along back at Christmas time, you can see behind me there is a couple of the elves we did for our Christmas crochet along. And I decided to make one in blanket yarn. And so this is Posh Pete. He says, Happy Christmas in July. He's so squishy and soft. If you want to make one of these, you can go to my YouTube videos or on my blog and just look up Posh Pete, the Christmas elf, and the patterns there, or you can use the videos. And the only thing I did different for this one than the other one is I used the blanket yarn. I thought I would show him to you today. Say goodbye, Posh Pete. Goodbye. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm so excited about today's video because we're starting our Christmas in July celebration. And it's really fun. We're going to spend a couple of weeks, probably a week and a half to 2 weeks, doing Christmas and holiday crochet patterns. Some of them will be new and some of them will be some that we're redoing and making fresh with new pictures and things like that. I want to go ahead and say hello to everybody. I see Michelle and Rita and Linda, Tammy, Bobby, and Charlotte, Linda, and let's see, I already said hello to Bobby and Michelle and Tammy from Las Vegas. Hey, Tammy, did you feel that earthquake? My relatives live out in Pahrump. My father-in-law and my sister-in-law, her husband, and then their daughter, and I think their other daughter and her husband lives out there too. But they felt it out there. And so I was wondering if you guys felt it out there in Las Vegas. That was 7 point something. Boy, I bet that was scary. I've never been in an earthquake, ever. So I've been in lots of tornadoes being from Oklahoma, but no earthquakes. Although Oklahoma's having a few earthquakes these days too, huh? All right. Hello, Paula and Rita and Aurora, Karen, Tina, Coy, and Ari. Let's see. Kimberly, Maria, Peter, Lori Wolf, and there's Tammy again. Yes, scared me, she says. I bet it did. They say that there was like over 1,000 little earthquakes between all of them. Oh, I just can't imagine that. Now, we live up, near the Rocky Mountains, and so we get a few little ones, that you can, there's tons of them, I know. Well, we just feel, but I've never felt an earthquake ever, and I have no idea what that's like. So I'm glad that you're safe. Like I said, today is the beginning of our Christmas in July celebration. And what we're going to do today, we're going to talk a little bit about a new pattern, and I'm going to show you the giveaway. Don't forget, we have a giveaway going on. And then we're going to make, let me click over here for just a split second. We're going to make some little Christmas tree. Oh, there's my coffee cup. We're going to make a little Christmas tree that you can use as an applique or maybe just a little ornament or gift tag. And we're going to do that together today. It's really, really easy. And I think you'll really like doing that. And it's something that you can use. And it's a great way to use up some of your leftover yarns because I'm going to show you I'm going to show you one in some different colors for our demonstration. So the first thing we need to do now is we need to clink in. So I've got a Christmas cup with me. I don't know where I got it, but I do like it. It's a little taller and a little more narrow, but I like it. Let's clink in, everybody. Clinking in for Christmas in July. I don't know about you all, but I love to go ahead and get started with a lot of my Christmas gifts and projects now. There's a lot of little things that you can do, like these appliques, ornaments, and all kinds of things to get started. I mean, think about it. If you're going to make new Christmas stockings for, say, 8 grandkids or something, you got to get started on it now, right? Or if you're going to make a new tree skirt, you got to get started on it now. And there's a lot of things that we can do to go ahead and get started. Let me see if there's anybody I missed and didn't say hello to. Hello, Pam and Teresa, Marlene, Dawn. Let's see, Stacy, Crystal. I'm not sure how to say your name. Saneed. Maybe you can help me on that one. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for clinking in. Karen, Kimberly, gotcha. Let's see. Carolina, Celine, Becca, Debbie, Callie. I think I got most everybody. All right, let's get started with a lot of stuff, and then we'll do our what I call crochet together Christmas tree ornament. All right, now first thing I want to do is show you what we did yesterday to kick off our Christmas in July series. We made the Christmas in July. This is a vintage Christmas little dress that's a hot pad, and I originally made them in these Christmas sparkly yarns. And then this one is made in just the bright pink and green. And we're going to use these yarns today also for our demonstration on our tree. Now, just a note about making hot pads with yarn. If you're going to use them as a decoration, like I'm going to use these for, it's okay to use acrylic if you're not going to put something hot on it. If you're going to put something hot out of the oven or off the stove, make sure that you use a cotton or cotton blend, because keep in mind, acrylic is like strings of plastic and it will burn. And you go to grab that with your hand and you're going to burn your hand, all right? So the rule of thumb is if it's decorative, like mine are, I'm going to hang them up. And you can also attach a towel under here and hang a dish towel under it. But if you're going to use it for decoration like me, acrylic yarn is fine. If you're going to use it to put something hot out of the oven or off the stove or off the grill for that matter, make sure you use cotton yarn for your hot pads and pot holders. But we released this pattern yesterday. It's one I wrote many years ago, so we updated the pattern and added a brand new video. All right. Now, that's the only one we've done so far, because this begins yesterday and today, our Christmas in July. And so through the next 2 weeks, I have lots of patterns that we're going to be, like I said, some of them are older ones that we're updating, and some of them are going to be brand new. And I love this idea of vintage crochet patterns with a modern twist, because to me, this is a vintage pattern. But by adding the sparkle yarns, it gives it a modern twist. All right? And so that's kind of the theme of our Christmas in July this year. If you notice, I've got my candy cane pen. I couldn't find the red one, so I grabbed the green and white one. It's still Christmassy. I've got my Christmas Merry and Bright shirt on. All right, the other thing I wanted to show you is, have you all gone to my blog and snatched up your flat Saras? Now, these three were colored by my grandkids. This one says, let's see, this one says Love Callie. This one was from Zoe, and this one was from Aiden. Look at those yarn balls he stuck around the edges. They had a lot of fun with these. If you want to copy one of these off, you just go to my blog and click on which, there's a picture that's one you can color, and there's also one that's already got the color in it. And you can click on that and color it and take it with you. It's called Flat Sara, and I've been getting pictures coming in of all the different places that people are taking these and taking a picture of. Up in the mountains, one of them was taken on, is it Magic Mountain at Disneyland or Disney World? I can't remember now. Might be both. They took a picture of them with it, and it was like flapping in the wind. It was kind of funny, actually. But I'm really enjoying, some of them were taken in their gardens, just enjoying their backyards. But I'm really enjoying those pictures coming in. All right, now, the other thing I wanted to remind you about is our giveaway. And this is our giveaway for July. It is a London K kit. You're going to get one of the skein of blue, 2 white, and 2 red. And you can see she's got the flag there that she made out of it. And this yarn, although it's intended to be used outside, and someone asked me, what is yarn bombing? And basically, if you look at this picture, she's put, let's see, there we go. She's put it around a Christmas tree, and or not a Christmas tree, but a regular tree, or it could be a Christmas tree. And here she made a flag and attached it to a fence. And basically, when you yarn bomb something, you make something and then you attach it to a fence. Or if you go online and you put in yarn bombing benches, oh my goodness, there are some amazing people have taken these old metal and wooden benches and they've crocheted around it. One of them looks like a monster. It is adorable, and there's a whole bunch of them. And but that's what this kit is all about. But it's just a chunky acrylic yarn, and you can use it for whatever you want to. Make a hat and a scarf if you want. Doesn't matter. You can see right here, she just made a bunch of stars up here. So anyway, that's our giveaway. And how you get into the giveaway is you just comment on last week's video, because our giveaway goes for 2 weeks. And then next Tuesday, I'll announce the winner. I'll take all those names and I'll throw it in that random generator, and I'll announce the winner next week. So you have another week to get involved. And if you go to my YouTube channel, it's the one where I'm holding this up. It's last week's. You can also comment on the Facebook video from last week to get involved in this giveaway. Just by a comment. All right? All right, so that's our giveaway. That's our new thing. Let's go over to the Christmas tree. But I'm going to give myself a real quick sip of coffee. Stay hydrated, my friends, okay? It's getting warm out there. It was 68 degrees here today. They say it's going to warm up to 80, so I'm happy about that. All right, I'm going to click over to this other camera. Got to move Posh Pete out of the way there so I don't run over him with my chair. All right, so we're going to make these appliques, and they're super duper easy. And the written pattern is on my blog for today's video. So once the video's out there, you can just click on the link to the blog if you want the written pattern, but it's super duper easy. I'm going to make my tree with this green. I'm going to make the little bottom part. I call that the bucket. I'm looking at it as though the Christmas tree is sitting in a bucket. I'm going to use this pink. I'm going to use this bright gold for the star, and I'm going to use white for the lights. Now, these are all worsted weight or medium weight number 4 yarns. You can use acrylic, you can use cotton, or you can use a blend. It doesn't matter as long as it's a medium weight number 4 yarn, okay? And then we're going to crochet with our H hook, which is a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. You'll need a needle for, weaving in your ends, as well as adding your star and your Christmas lights. And then you'll need your scissors, okay? And that's all you need. And like I said, these two are made in a dark green, but I'm going to use this light green. A couple of reasons. First of all, I think it'd be a little easier for you to see. And second of all, I just want to see how it's going to look in a lighter color. All right. Now, we're going to begin with our green, and we're going to make a slip knot. And then we're going to chain 2. 1 and 2. Let me move my scissors. They're right at my elbow. All right. Now, we're going to stitch a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Don't ever count the loop that's on your hook. 1, 2. So I'm going to go in that second chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through both loops. Then I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And we're starting at the point of our tree and working our way down. So we'll be increasing every row. All right, so now we're turning, and we have 1 single crochet. Our chain 1 does not count as a stitch. It's just a turning chain. We're going to go in that single crochet and stitch 2 single crochets. 1, 2, chain 1, and turn. All right, so now we have 2 single crochets. We're going to place 1 single crochet in the first single crochet, then we'll place 2 in the second one. Chain 1 and turn. So now we have 1, 2, 3 single crochets. All right, so now we're going to place 1 single crochet in the first 2, and then 2 single crochets in the last. 1 and 2. Chain 1 and turn. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets. So we'll place 1 single crochet in the first 3, 1, 2, 3, then we'll place 2 in the last. And I think you're kind of seeing how the pattern works now. chain 1, and turn. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we'll put a single crochet in the first 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 single crochets in the last single crochet. 1 and 2, chain 1 and 2. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can see the shape of the Christmas tree. So we'll stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we'll stitch 2 single crochets in the last. 1 and 2, chain 1 and turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we'll do this one more time. 1 single crochet in the first 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to place 2 in the last one. 1 and 2. So that's all we're going to do for the green. So we'll grab our scissors and tie that off. All right, now we're going to come in and do this red part here, but I'm going to use this pink. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to count over, let me see, 1, 2, 3, and attach it to the third. All right, we're going to single crochet right in that stitch. Then we'll single crochet in the next 2. So we'll have 3 single crochets, and take a good look at it. Make sure you've got 2 open on this side and 2 on this side. Looks like I have 3 on that side. All right, chain 1 and turn. You just want to make sure that the little bucket thing is centered. I'm going to look at mine. Mine's off a little, isn't it? Let's take a look at it. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3 on this side and 1, 2 on this side because we have 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'm going to pull this out because I don't want it to be crooked. And with having 8 stitches, we want to try to get it just a little bit more even. So we've got 1, 2, 1, 2. So we'll try that again. And don't ever worry if you have to take it out and try again. 1, 2, 3. That tail out of the way there. All right, chain 1 and turn. And I've just discovered what I have done wrong. Let's do it right, okay? Now when I do a live video, I can stop it and start over. But what I just realized is on the last row, we don't add that extra stitch in the last single crochet. We're only placing 1 single crochet in each of the 7. And I added 2 in the last one. So I'm just going to add 1 and tie off because we're only supposed to have 7 stitches. All right, now that's a lot better because we want to have 2 here and 2 here. So on row 7, we do not increase. We only stitch 1 single crochet in each of the single crochets, and that's going to give us 7 single crochets. All right, make sure that's clear. See, even I make mistakes. All right, now our 3 single crochets will be centered because we'll have 2 unworked ones, 3 worked ones in the middle, and then 2 worked ones on the unworked ones on the end. Chain 1, turn, and stitch 1 single crochet in those 3 single crochets. All right, we're going to cut this and tie off. All right, now before we go any farther, let's discuss what happened. All right, so we went from 1 single crochet to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then only 7. All right, not 8. Now I'm going to real quick work these ends in. See, even on their simplest projects, it's important that you get the count right, because if it's not right, it doesn't work out. And because I tried to add that extra stitch, I had 8 stitches instead of 7, and so it would not have worked out, because we want this little portion here that looks like the little bucket to only have 3 single crochets. All right, so this is how it should look. 2 unworked here, and then 3 worked, and then 2 unworked on this side, chain 1, turn, and then 1 single crochet in those 3. See? All right, now if you want to make this into an ornament, you want to leave your tail a little bit long, and then you'll just take your needle, there we go, and go in. And what I like to do, I'm going to pull this out because I want a nice big loop. And it's so you can make it into an ornament or a tag. If you don't want to do that, then you can just weave it in and cut it off, or you can use it to sew it on to what you're going to do. All right, I'm going to get back up into some of that. There we go. So I want it to be nice and tight. And then that one's a little bit short and needs to be longer if you want to use it as an ornament. All right. So the last 2 things we need to do is add the lights and the stars. So I'm going to use this gold. And you just need to cut off a piece. It doesn't have to be as long as this one. I'm actually going to cut it because it'll be too long to work with. And the star is formed. Get my finger on there. There we go. You go up. There we go. And then you come down. And then you just make a cross, going across this way. And then making a cross this way. And it's up to you the size you want, if you want it to be short or tall, you know, however big you want it to be. It's kind of up to you. And then I do a no-no. I tie the back. And that's because I don't want that embroidery to come undone. Now, I usually tie 3 knots. And then with these ornaments, because they're not going to be outside the house or going through the wash or anything, I'll go ahead and dab a little fray check or fabric glue on that. And I think the one that I like the best is called Eileen's, if you're wanting to know. All right, so the last thing we're going to do real quick is just add some French knots. And on this one, I just did 5, but on this one, I did a few more. So it's up to you how many French knots you want to add on there. And I kind of liked coming from up here. There we go. Looks like I got my yarn knotted. There we go. All right. And to make the French knot, you wrap it around your needle twice. Make sure you go into a stitch and not a hole, or it'll slip right through that hole. All right. Sometimes with the French knot, you might not, or might go around the needle more than twice. But because this is so small, I just do 2 wraps and then go back in. And I always hold on to it so the knot doesn't go through. Just like that. And I'm just doing them random. There we go. And that's how you add the lights on. All right, I'm going to scoot back over here. That one looks a little bit on the messy side, doesn't it? Poor thing. All righty, so I added 1 too many stitches at the end, and that's how I got 8. And it's really easy to do that when you're working with anything. The pattern for that little Christmas tree ornament or applique, like I said, will be on the blog if you want to use it. And they're really quite fun. And you can use it as a tag to put on a gift or a gift bag. You can hook it on your Christmas tree or on a wreath or use it for different decorations. Or you can add it to a scarf or, you know, a hat or a purse or whatever. Maybe you have a shopping bag you like to use during the holidays. But anyway, that's just a fun little ornament to do. And I don't mind making a mistake. And a lot of people want everything to always be perfect. And you're going to find with me that I'm not. I'm following my own notes, and I have it written correctly, and I still made a mistake. So make sure you only have 7 at the bottom so that your little bucket portion in the center that our tree's sitting in is in the center. Because you want 2, 3, and 2, which is 7. Alrighty, so that's all I've got for you today. I hope everyone enjoyed that. And like I said, I make mistakes too. And it's so funny because sometimes when I'm doing it, doing a video, and it's not live, of course, and my husband will come in, he's like, wow, that's a lot of videos, and because it comes up individually, you know, and I'll say, yeah, that's like, that one's no good, that one's no good, that one's no good, that one's no good, you know. So you can restart a lot, and it takes a lot of work to do, you know, a long video. But I like to do, I have another one for next week that we're going to do, and it's a little simple one like that also, you know. So anyway, we got lots going on for Christmas in July. I'm hoping to have something fun almost every day, a new pattern, a new video, or just something fun. Don't forget about our giveaway. And go and comment on last week's video so I can enter you in the giveaway. Well, I'm going to let you go. Everyone have a happy, happy Christmas in July. And I hope it's warm where you are. It's not warm here, but I don't mind. And thank you for watching my video today. And remember, I can't do what I do without you. Thank you for being a part of Posh Pooch Designs and watching my videos. I feel like you're all my friends. I have Facebook friends. I recognize your names. And I have YouTube friends as well. And I'm so glad you both get to be a part of what I do. Because like I said again, I can't do it without you. Have a great week, everyone. And I'll see you next week.